What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and we got the gameplay trailer for the brand new upcoming Overwatch hero, Sierra, who will be launching with the launch of Season 2. So today I want to break down all the abilities we actually see here for her in the gameplay trailer, explain what she does, because honestly, this looks like a pretty fun hero. Now, at the time of me actually recording this video, for whatever reason, the Korean Twitter account is the only Overwatch official account that has actually posted her ability list thus far. I'm sure the English account and the others are going to be posting it eventually, but for whatever reason, all we have at the moment is the Korean version, so I went ahead and just translated it so that we don't have to wait and can just jump into actually seeing what all she does, because we see it in the trailer, but it's also nice to have it actually presented here in an official format. By the time you're watching this, I'm sure they'll have released the English version, but either way, let's go ahead and dive right on in. Starting off with her first ability, the Helix Rifle, which is an automatic assault rifle that has a wide spiral spread pattern that then becomes more accurate as it continues being fired. We see this a number of times throughout the trailer as she's using it, and is a rather unique firing mechanism for an automated weapon like this. I mean, Overwatch already has quite a few high fire rate auto weapons, so they're kind of having to do something a bit strange or different in order to mix it up. And this one has a fittingly Helix type pattern, I guess you could say, that then just becomes more accurate over time. Interesting mechanic. I kind of just want to play around with it in game myself to see how it actually feels. But then getting onto her actual abilities, first up we have the big one that we all saw in her initial reveal trailer, the tracking mechanic. So you fire a little dart that marks an enemy, and then the Helix Rifle will automatically track the marked target. We get a pretty good example of this being used in the gameplay trailer. It's exactly what you expect it to be. Mark a target, and then the rifle automatically aims at them. Auto-aiming mechanics in a game like Overwatch are definitely going to be a somewhat divisive mechanic. I am very curious to see how well this is balanced. We don't know how long this ability is going to remain up once you track someone. We don't even know how much damage the rifle itself does. So numbers like that are going to be important in terms of the actual balance of this ability, but I am curious to see how it is. I feel like this is an ability that a lot of people could get really frustrated with. So obviously Blizzard is going to have to be careful with the power of it, but then if they tone it down too much, well, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, that is how it works. It is a tracking mechanic that then lets you auto-aim onto whoever you hit. So kind of like a mini soldier ult in a sense. Her next ability, though, is, in my opinion, probably the most fun-looking one, which is the drone mobility. So she launches out her drone, which is named Dorothy, and then she can use it as a sort of anchor to tether to get a boost, basically. She can use it to reach high ledges, she can use it to get over enemies or over shields or over terrain. It's a pretty fun mechanic. It's basically like Widowmaker's grapple, but you don't need to grapple to a part of the map. You could just grapple anywhere, be it the middle of the air, whatever, and then you can just shoot up there and then shoot or keep moving or do whatever. I am very excited to try this mechanic out because this looks like a very fun ability to just be able to shoot the drone around and then grapple around, and fun mechanic. Definitely a new one too. We don't exactly have something like this in game yet, so I am eager to play around with it. And next up, we get her grenade, which is a kind of interesting way that it works. To reference another hero yet again, it feels like when she throws it out and it detonates, it's a mini Venture ultimate, where it's a directional cone-shaped blast that goes along the ground and then deals damage to everyone in that AoE. It's not like a radius explosion around the grenade itself, it's directional, which, you know, it is an interesting mix-up of how a grenade works. I feel like it might make it a bit finicky to actually use it because you're going to want to throw the grenade just short of the target you're trying to hit so that it actually hits them. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of just like a gimmicky explosion mechanism for a grenade ability. And again, we don't know the damage numbers on it or anything, so we'll have to wait and see to see actually how effective it is. But it's something different at the very least. I feel like that's a big theme for this character's kit, is that her abilities are all pretty generic and simple, but then with like a little twist in their own sort of way. No pun intended with the whole Helix, whatever. Then we get onto her ultimate ability, deploying the drone to fly out and basically do what the grenade does, but at a bigger scale, and it flies as it shoots it. So yeah, it's basically just like a straight line AoE of dealing damage from the drone as it just shoots and flies forward. Again, not that exciting or unique, but it probably is going to be effective. Again, we don't know how much damage it does. Obviously, the trailer makes it look like it does a ton of damage by, taking out all the previous 5 heroes. But in terms of an ultimate, yeah, it's probably just going to be a really effective damage ability. Use it similar to you'd use Hanzo's dragons. Clears out an area in front of you. Pretty simple and straight cut. She is the scout sub-role as well for her passive ability, which makes sense. She definitely feels like that kind of character. And then looking at her perks, again, the names of these perks aren't going to be necessarily accurate because this is translated from the Korean version. For the minor perks, we have a flight buff where the hook range of her little drone anchor is increased by 25%. So that basically just means she can go further with how far she deploys the drone. And then Helix Rifle tighter grip, where the spread of the rifle closes in 100% faster, so it doubles the speed at which it narrows after you initially start firing, and also widens 30% slower. Again, translation here might be giving a bit of a strange indication of how this works, but basically the gist of this perk does seem to be that it just makes it easier to narrow the focus of the Helix Rifle and more easily, focus the damage in a single area by narrowing the spread of it. Basically, it just reduces weapon spread. That's probably the simplest way of describing it. Then for the major perks, we get a medical drone, where the drone is equipped with a small health pack that actually heals Sierra when she grapples to it. So you can use that as a quick way to heal yourself. And then the other major perk is that when you tag someone with a tracking shot, attack speed increases by 20% for 2 seconds. So it just lets you pump out a bit more damage after you get that initial tag in. And there we go. That is the kit for the new Overwatch damage hero Sierra. She will be launching on Tuesday. And I gotta say, she looks like she's gonna be pretty fun. Nothing too particularly special in terms of her kit or abilities, but she does seem like she's going to be a solid shooter hero, with just another rifle, grenade, a fun mobility mechanic, all the usual stuff we like to see. And I, for one, am eager to get to try her out, see how she feels. I don't know if she's going to become a go-to hero for me personally, but I am at the very least eager to see how she performs in game, and I would love to hear your thoughts on all this in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on Sierra's kit? Does she sound like a hero you're excited to jump in and get to play? Are there any particular aspects of her abilities that you find particularly interesting? Let me know in the comments down below, and otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit up that bell icon, follow me on X, and join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any future Overwatch news, streams, and other content. I will be streaming later today from when I upload this video, because I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday right here on YouTube and on my Twitch channel. Hope to see you there, and otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.